This is Will here, and we are coming with a siege assault on Athens. So, the two teams, I'm playing as Macedon, right over here. Yeah, Macedon. I have 4 units of Thuria spears, thorax swords, thorax swords, thorax swords, 4 royal peltast, 4 archers. There's 2 there, and then there's 2 over here, I think. Where's the other one? There's 2, 1, and 1. Okay, yeah. There's 4 there. Then I have 3 more thorax swords, 2 more royal peltasts, and a heavy onager to try and help break down some walls and stuff like that, depending. Now, over here we have my general, the Averci. He has 2 units of levy freemen to break down the walls, chosen swordsman, Oathsworn, Oathsworn, Oathsworn. These are all of his Oathsworn. These are chosen swordsmen, more levy freemen, chosen swordsman, and chosen swordsman to break down the walls. Then he has his general, spear nobles, and 3 Gallic hunters alongside Masali. He has a bunch of Massalian hoplites, some thorax swords, and some Hyperius lances, and some mercenary Gallic hunters, which are pretty good archers. He also has this and a giant great ballista, plus he has some mercenary Gallic hunters up close to fire at anything on the wall and destroy that if they have a ballista there. This is an interesting battle. I'm not going to tell you how it ends, but it's pretty action-packed. I will tell you that I have, from the attacker's point of view, I kill the most, and I basically trade my entire army for basically I kill it just as how big my army is, and we'll see that towards the end. Um, Alright, so without further ado, let's get cracking with the battle. So also, you'll already have seen adjustment to the schedule. My computer is going to be in the shop, and so I adjusted the episodes accordingly to try and cover the time for the next 3 weeks. Hopefully it'll be back in about 3 weeks, so that it is, so there's at least some content out. This will be the last multiplayer video that'll go out. It'll go out the weekend, and then hopefully I'll have enough time to be back. So, nothing really happens over here, but we do have some movement over here, some Sicilians. So the defenders are the Skillith and the Tyrius, and Egypt is defending. So also we do have a sally out right over here. Some step lancers are moving. I see them moving, and then you see me respond here in a second. I see them, and he sees them as well. I start moving the Thurias, 2 Thuria spear units, and then I start moving more when I realize that he has 4 cavalry units here. He starts moving as well. I keep these spears here in case and then I decide, oh, nope, I need to pull everything I got over here. I'm trying to destroy this tower. And then I'm like, well, wait a minute, I don't have to do that. I'm just gonna knock this down. Oh, I also have 1 Agarian Axeman unit for chaplain support. Now, this is where something happens, and it ends up costing us. And my ally, ends up having a little dirt moment, and he doesn't commit here on these hoplites when he really could have and slaughtered these hoplites, and he doesn't. Because these chosen swordsmen would have slaughtered these hoplites. Swordsmen beat spearmen. What are these Scalian hoplites are holding this? We have some tribal warriors up top. He's moving some Hyperius lances. So he's here. He wisely decides to not attack, but it does draw us away. Once he realized that we've basically cornered him off, and so then he pulls back. Here, I move these troops into position as if I'm going to put them on the wall, and then I basically just sit them there for a while. My right flank is moving into position, and we are about to start breaking down this wall. I'm basically going to shatter this whole wall down here and then try and flood in. For some reason, the Egyptian player did not defend this area except for 1 unit. I don't know why. I was also moving this onager over, then I realized, okay, that threat is averted. Now I start moving these forces back. Royal Peltas start moving into position. I'm basically going to use 2 over here and 2 over here. I go to commit, but then I decide not to when I realize he has mercenary Cretan archers here, and he has defense in depth here, so I'm not going to do that fully. I'm waiting for the tortoises to get into position, and I'm basically going to break the wall down all through here, and then flood in accordingly. He breaks the wall down, and then he kind of just doesn't really do anything. He does move this this away, I guess, trying to get towards the gatehouse, or no. I don't know what he's doing. Over here, he's moving troops to contest this area, but they have archer supports, or slinger support, so I don't know why he would be doing that. Some levy freemen, then he's moving up. Looks like he did leave. Oh no, that's just some road pads. He has them stuck here. He has this unit. I guess he's going to get them there and then move to contest that tower, even though there's plenty of troops there. Here they break down the wall, but then do nothing. They're fighting for the walls here. They're fighting for the walls here. However, they now have angles on them and are using the peltas to defeat them. The thorax spears are better than the trampoliners. Not by a lot, but they are a little better. I think like melee attack and stuff like that is where they're better. He starts abandoning this, and so I really don't know what he's doing. My teammates kind of let me down here. Alright, so we've broken through here. And one of the teammates, this guy, the Imperious Lancer guy, he actually is in the siege defense video. He's the team leader. So I've taken control of this area, trying to get this tower, blocking their advance here. I got some Thorias, got some Royal Guard. I move this Agrarian Axeman up to be used over here. They have some archers, but they have nothing here. I'm wanting to get control over this. These two guys are still holding here. I realize they just have a thorax sword holding it. I'm about to move some troops down that way. Moving the Hungarian Axeman up, and we're about to exchange some follies here. He's moving his archer up. I'll move my 2 Royal Peltas unit over. Move these archers over. These cavalry are basically checking no. This. He goes to try and seize the gate, which was a smart play. And I should have pushed a little bit more here, but I didn't. Right now I'm softening them up with some archer fire, trying to get rid of these Thoria spears, because their javelins could cause us some problems. I'm aiming my catapult at those archers, because he put 2 veterans on them, and I'm trying to knock them out. Probably should have been aiming towards the Royal Guard, to be honest. Now they have a stymate, they're using their archers. But I'm about to do something here in a minute. About to send, yep, there we go. The swords are about to attack here. And I use my javelins here first. And then I start using them in the back lines and say, okay, I'll just use them to attack them. Oh, I go them up to use their javelins, but then I immediately decide not to. I should have just went ahead and sent these guys in instead of trying to do it. Send more Thoria spears over here.
Double time.
Spears engaging them, trying to have them throw their javelins. Probably should have pushed quicker this way. Got Royal Peltas, got Thorias, got some Thorias up on the walls. Having archers over here, Royal Peltas. Have not committed just yet. Probably should have committed earlier over here. Pushed in this way and taken this away from them. It was a bit of a misplay on my part. He's just keeping them here for some reason. I would have taken all these units and shoved them into this area and attacked, and then gained control of this area, because you could easily have done it, but he decided not to, for whatever reason. Over here, the assault's going he is sending in troops. Probably would have sent in a few more troops. Yes, they're checked on the walls. It's not going well, the fight for the walls, mainly because the slingers are backing up. Let's get back up here. Finally have some action. I commit with Thoria spears. He forgot the exchange, so you missed the exchange where I'm using my Thurios to get rid of their archers. I'm committing over here on large troops, trying to outflank this and get it this way. Using these Thurios to fire down on them. Their javelins to fire here. Doing a little bit more damage than what it is. Unfortunately, it's not. He has him in the shield wall. He commits them. I'm about to move them over. Cavalry gets committed over here. Archers, I'm trying to move them into position to fire at the backside of these guys. Commit my thorax. I still have one unit here, as if I'm going to commit them here and then charge them in behind. Decide not to do that. Got my Royal Peltas in the rear. We'll easily be able to win that. Should have been a little bit more aggressive here. In hindsight. Here we are winning this. It's a slow grind. They are in shield wall, which is going to take a while. He moves him away. Their spears are now out. His thorax sword unit moves in his royal guard.
Marching order!
And this is where I start trying to pull my troops in.
Glory to Macedon!
Get these spearmen in behind them and start attacking them in the rear.
As you command!
I did not see this royal guard unit coming in, but we are about to completely win this. We're about to take this, and hoping these guys will come around. I send in the Thurio spears to hold this. We're starting to break through over here, and this is where he commits this cavalry. Here in a second. He's about to throw them out once they actually seize the gate back. I should have sent more troops this way. Should have been earlier. Should have put 2 blocking forces, taken all my troops and pushed them this way and locked this down. He sends in some Oathsworn against the nobles. His chosen swords would have beaten the nobles. He is still exchanging. Now he's about to send in some more troops over here. The attack over here is grind down. He's sending in his hoplites. But the assault is not going well at all. And he doesn't have that much left. These units need to be funneled. They should have already been funneled. Now he pulls all these away. These guys are rushing in. We've taken this. I have 1 unit of Thoriax swords still remaining over here. We've taken it. And now I see this coming. And now I'm going to start moving. I'm about to move these guys over here and move this in. And you see me, I'm starting to pull all this into this area. I'm going to defend this. Balance of power is still at 50. I'm attacking these Royal Guard with the spears, and I'm using my javelins. He pulls his cavalry in as he sees the threat. These guys are out of ammunition, so I'm not too worried about them. These guys are moving in. I pull back inside, use the Thoriax to attack. I still have this unit of Thoriax in the towers. I pull them out. I probably should have got them up here and then got them around at this point. That would have given me a unit there. A unit of archers, I can't remember if they're out of ammo or not. Moving the Thorax to hold here. Pulling these guys out. He pulls his cavalry up and around. We are winning here. He sends in his Galatians after taking a beating. Arrows. More Thorax are getting committed over here. He's sending these 2 cavalry over here to try and do something here. He swings over here, then decides against it. Now he's moving them over here. Once he realized that I put basically a defense here. I'm gonna move these thorax in and out. I should have committed him here and then down. That's what I should have done. Starting to use my archers to shoot them, which I don't know if they still have ammo or not, so that's why I'm shooting at them. Royal Peltas, I'm holding here against these guys. He sends in a defeated hoplite unit. I need some archers up on here to try and shoot these guys out. We send in the Thoriaxes to hold this section. We're still holding here. unfairly. This Royal Guard is really being a pain. We end up breaking these guys. We're about to win here. So we're about to overwhelm this side and flank in. His cavalry's charging in to attack the mercenary Green archers. He has some Thorio spears in reserve. So we're about to break this down. Archers are attacking here. We're exchanging decently well. We just broke that. And then I'm going to send this Thoriac sword unit here. He's pulling back his cavalry, at least 2 units, because he's afraid of being cut off. These 2 units are going wide. I really don't know what he's doing. These guys are in the back lines trying to mirror him, make sure they can't charge. Sends another Oathsworn over. Should have committed more troops earlier to the fight here, I think, but that's just me. We're still at 50%, so it hangs at a knife's edge, even though it doesn't look like it. He's committing more of his reserves, more of his archers are trying to get into the fight and cause damage. Let's go back over here. Now that we've overwhelmed this, I'm making sure that we take this gatehouse. Moves his lancers out. These guys are moving. He should have taken these 2 Imperious lancers and moved them through and done more damage, because he could have done a lot more damage over here, but digress. They break through here. This 1 Thorio spear unit I send back to hold this tower and hold against newcomers. I now send my Royal Peltas, my Thoriacs, combined with these Royal Peltas to try and break through over here. He's pulling them back. He's moving these more Royal Guard over. He sees the danger. I have my Royal Peltas here. I have my Thorax holding here. Send them back. Trying to break through over here. These guys are shooting at the Scalesian Hoplite unit when I probably didn't need to. They're worse than a regular Hoplite unit. There's still a lot of time left in this battle, as you can see down there in the right hand corner. There's still 24 minutes left in this battle. Alright, we have attack here. We're engaging their Thoria spears. He is doing a lot of damage over here with these 2 cavalry units. Trying to cut through these guys pretty quick and moving more of these guys around. Still have this 1 Royal Peltas unit. Yeah, these archers, they were out. That. These archers are out as well. He's going for my Oranger, which is fine. Carrion Axemen are trying to hold me back, but we're about to break through here. It's taken a while. We have an exchange of archers. He's firing at mine. Slowly moving up. I'm trying to use my javelins on them, even though we'll win the fight. This has devolved into this. So he should have been a little bit, instead of sending that force there, he should have went down around while he didn't have much troops here and poured in. But anyways, if he would have committed all of his troops in, it would have caused a lot of problems. But anyway, sometimes you got to be aggressive, and he committed too many troops over here because he was trying to support the ally. This guy pulls all of his troops back to here. As you can see, he's pretty well mauled. Tyrius basically defeated. He basically fought this 2v1. No real support from him. He basically kept this guy in check, and I, with a little help, I am running rampant over here. He's causing some issues. I'm trying to beat this Latian Royal Guard. Pop some abilities. Comes in to help, which helps break them. Throwing javelins at him. I'm trying to get this guard unit. He has no archers, but eventually they get some archers over here. I've broken through here, but I'm having to delay my assault over here because the cavalry. Now I send this archer unit because it's depleted of arrows into their cavalry. These guys still have their peltas. I'm about to fire a few volleys. They should be firing some volleys, but they're not, for whatever reason. he's, yeah, they're firing their arrows.
Quick
So they
march!
kill one arch unit that had no arrows for nothing. But anywho, I now decide to commit some troops here to cut off that cavalry. I'm about to. Oh no, we're still throwing our javelins at them. Which is a pretty good ploy there, trying to wear them down. Doing alright, he sallies some troops out. They are beating them. That tower, I think, is shooting them, so he needs to commit those. Tyrius starts sending travel warriors over once he realizes he's not going to move, and these guys are not going to move, even though he probably should have committed now. They would have beaten that travel warriors. I'm threatening the citadel, or the flag here. I'm trying to kill this general, and I've cut him off. And then I realize, uh-oh, there's some archers here. And what I probably should have done here is pulled these two Royal Peltas back. Should have pulled them back to here and gotten up onto this high point. Pulled all these troops up to this high point. Pulled my archers, rushed this away. Instead of pushing that way, I should have rushed this away. Instead of sending these guys this way, I should have gotten here and then moved them all down through here, linked up, and then taken control of this high point, put some archers up, and started suppressing. That's what I should have done. He sends in his citizen cav, throwing in some javelins in to assist. And start ripping these guys up. Thorax swords are about to break. We commit over here, and we are winning. Really well, actually. We are winning. I'm moving these guys in to help. Over here, we do end up killing the general, the Egyptian general, which actually Egypt is basically done for. It's the last of his troops. And then I realize the danger that these troops are in, and so I start trying to pull them back. This one Thoreus unit, I eventually end up pulling it back over here. These guys are just sitting here taking tower fire. I have one Royal Peltas holding them back. About to take that over. These guys are moving in. He now commits some Oathsworn into the fight. He should commit both units of Oathsworn in. One here, one here, one there. How are we doing? We're about to break through. I should have pushed through sooner. We would have broken through. These units I'm trying to... I still was deciding what to do, and then they break, and they're not running. So my general breaks, they break. End up breaking through here.
Double time!
And then I'm trying to decide what to do there. I'm still holding them back. He realizes what I'm doing and the threat that this could pose. So now I'm squaring up. He runs off. And now at this point, I should have pushed these guys this away and moved this force this away through here and taken control of this little piece. Blocked it off and defended here. I'm trying to move this troop, and they should have been running. Now I realize they're not running. These guys are still holding there. There's still 17 minutes left in this video. My force is basically spent. This force over here is spent as well, but it is fighting. Like I said, I think if you would have committed earlier when only the Skilith were over here, I think he would have been able to break through if you'd have committed more troops, but he didn't. Over here, he's committing Levy Freeman. Good, that'll do. Committed some thoraxes over here. He's just kind of letting this happen. They're about to break through over here, I think. Over here, I am attacking. These are Oathsworn, so they are going to rip me apart. Got my Royal Peltas against the Oathsworn. I move in some thoraxes to support. I move this one Royal Peltas unit over here, trying to support this when really I should have pulled them back and probably held the back flank. I'm moving all of my troops over here. He's maneuvering all the troops that were defending the town square. These 3 spear units over here. This 1 Thorias unit is now, where is it? It's over here. I moved it here. Now I'm going to move it around this way. Now my Royal Peltas are going after the Old Sworn. So this will definitely be a defeat. The Royal Peltas will get defeated by the Old Sworn. I know that.
Withdraw!
Thorax swords are getting defeated by the tribal warriors. We are actually winning here, because I think this is a fresh unit, and this is an exhaustive unit for Old Sworn. So we're winning there. I'm trying to pull these Thorax in to fight there, but my force is basically spent. He pulls back. We are winning slightly. This is his general. Tail of the flag. All generals have that little square little flag. Oh, not the square flag, but they have the little... Oh, no, that's the general. No? This is the general. See the little horn, the little fishes? That's the general. Just like, that's the general, the eagle. My general routed off the field. Move these guys in. It's popping abilities, but we will win that. And I move them to check here, but then I move them over here. Moving these Darios over here to try and win this. They're basically pulling all their troops back into the center. Now these archers are starting to fire, which is a problem. We win here, but at cost. He starts to pull back, you can see them, realizing this has been compromised and he doesn't want to get trapped here. Because if these guys get trapped, you could theoretically trap them and then defeat them. But they're pulling their troops back. Too bad. We are losing over here. They do have tower support, so that's helping. Moves in some Communion Noble Infantry. I'm trying to push through and defeat these guys quicker. Going around over here. Let's see what happens. His general is about to die. His slingers and any troops that he thinks he can get out that are not engaged. The Macedon player is starting to commit what troops he has left. Now he basically has cornered these guys. I send in my Thoria spears to the rear, which is they're going to lose easily to this. I now send, I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, now I countercharge. Try to. That's pretty much over. They're committing the last there. So my force is depleted. Well, I can see we pushed all the way in here and got stopped. I should have just let the general go and put these troops into here. Flanked around and hit here. And I probably should have committed them up onto the walls. Once he pulled them away, committed them up onto the walls and then around. That would have seen this fall quicker, and then we could have pushed quicker. And I probably should have, as he went there, I should have sent my troops in and pushed this away with one unit holding here, and powered through here, and trapped this gate so they couldn't come out of it. And that would have trapped the cavalry, and then we could have held possibly here, and he could have moved his troops in through the gate, and then we could have pushed through there. That's what we should have done, but hindsight's 2020. The slingers are starting to try and deal with this. His general puts up a really good fight against Oathsworn. These Oathsworn are moving to attack these guys. There's not many of them left. Trying to freight this up. His general is trying to take the gate so he can move his archers and a few troops here in. This battle is basically over. What I'm going to do is I'm going to speed it up a little bit. See how it takes that. Speed it up a little bit as everything moves into position. now. There's some fighting here, but as you can tell, the battle is basically over. These units are coming on in, streaming in. They're going to pull these all troops are going to pull back to the town center. And I'm going to cut it here, and then I'm going to fast forward to when they get here. So, alright, I'm going to hit play now. They've progressed decently in the settlement. You can see the last of our troops are gathering together. It's mostly the Macedon player, because he kept his troops back. The Gallic hunters are eventually going to move into position, if I remember correctly. Yeah, they're moving in. And yeah, he's pulling back all of his troops here, and they're going to hold this little gap area. So much death and destruction. I was able to get to here, and was the farthest out of any of us. They all got stymied right at the walls. I was actually able to break through and at least get to the second level of the defenses before being defeated. Oh yeah, these archers got mauled up here by their archers. That's a terrible exchange for them. Heavy archers for archers. Anyways. Alright, so how are we doing? We're doing alright. He's moving. I think some of these do have some arrows left. He's moving these guys in. Trud. It is a small force, but it is a force that could do some damage, especially backed up by Oathsworn. A few archers, you could do something, but you're not going to be able to break through all of this. That's just too much. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10 units, all depleted, but that's not defeating this force. Mainly because, where are they? Oathsworn that are back here. One unit of Oathsworn, and there's just too much troops left. He does send his superior's lancers all the way around and starts harassing all these troops coming on in. These mercenary Gallic hunters are actually really good at defense, by the way. And they're actually destroying the citizen cav, which is hilarious. Anywho, if you do like, and basically they're going to launch an assault but then get beat back. So if you do like what you saw, please leave a like, rate, and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. And I am going to stop talking and let the last of this kind of roll out.